Romine, and both Kinneys, Joe and Tom. Third quarter of action underway. Railers on top, 23-21. Ebelair over on the right side. Quick three from Will Cook on the way. It's good.
Good start, too, by the Railers. Penetration into the middle by Ebelair and a kick out for Cook, and that's another one of those guys we got to get going. Cook was hot on Monday night from three, and now he hits his one here, and the Railers got to get going. You got to see Gavin look a little more offensive and get to the basket, too.
Try to kick it down on the corner. Nice catch by Reddick. Keep it from going out of bounds. Kinney looked like he may have changed his pivot.
The Railers have turned up the pressure, too.
So now the Bulldogs will set up. Will Cook out. Romine tipped away. Can Hop track it down? He did a nice job, but he saved it right back into Kinney, who gets it over to Dietrich. Dietrich will drive through, tries to get it to Romine. Ball still loose, and it's going to be off of Romine. Good hustle by the Railers. And Josh, you talk about it. 52 seconds in. Will Cook with that quick three, and then the defense turned up big time.
Yeah, quicker. Yeah, I thought Ebelair was quicker. Cook was quicker. Perry all over the place. I thought late in the second quarter, it looked like the Railers got really tired. Ebelair was not moving like he normally was. Cook not moving like he has been too. So I don't know if there was fatigue. It didn't look like Coach had kept the rotation like we did Monday night. Now Monday night we had a little more sizable lead going through. So these guys, these senior Railers, have got to at times suck it up a little bit because they've got to be out there for most of the game.
7 minutes to go in the third. Gavin in the lane. Nice move up and under and good.
Got to get him going. 5 points isn't enough for Block. There's nights where he's not going to be able to score a lot, but I thought there's been opportunities where Gavin's been able to get to the basket or get those shots and knock down, and he's got to do it.
First 5 of the quarter. Railers go down. Gavin with the steal off the glass, and he missed it. Went in with the left hand, shot it a little too hard. Now the Bulldogs come the other way. They try to convert. That's no good, but an offensive rebound tip is good from Dietrich.
Yeah, Gavin, a great steal by Gavin, but he blows the layup, and I thought really he should have just got to the right side. You know, he went to the left side, and I know he's a senior and, a Division I player, but anytime you can get to the right-hand side, especially when you're a right-handed player, you do it.
Ebelair drives baseline, cut off by Dietrich and Romaine. Hop goes baseline, kicks it back out to a wide open Will Cook. That one's long. Gavin tried to grab the rebound. Instead, it's Dietrich again. 3-on-1. Goes by Will. Will tried to grab him, and it will not go down. Will's going to make him earn him at the line. Cook picks up his second. And, we talked about the Railer defense being turned up, but it also looks like when Mahomet's had the chance to run here in the first 2 minutes, they're trying to beat the Railers back.
Well, and I was noticing some of that in the second quarter. They were beating us back quite a bit, and I don't know if they were beating our pressure up front or what, but they've gotten some rebound now and really decided to push the basketball, and the Railers are not doing a good job of getting back on defense. They've gotten several times where they've gotten open layups, and they missed that one. The possession before, but they had guys flying back to get the rebound. So the Railers not doing a good job of getting back, and that's for everybody.
28-25, 6 minutes to go, third quarter. And Josh, you talked about it in the pregame show. Mahomet's success at the free throw line on Monday night, already here now 4 of 4. So we don't want to get them to the line very often.
No, they've done a good job early on, and that's one of the things that if you get a 3-team tie, that's what handles the tiebreaker is the free throw percentage, so they've done their job on making free throws.
Jordan Perry with his 3 left it way short, just barely hit the front of the rim. So after the Railers got out to a 7-point lead, Mahomet-Seymour again closes. Romine in the lane, had it stripped away. Nice defense by Gavin. 3 Railers underneath, and now a hold's going to be whistled on Perry, I believe, as Gavin had nice quick hands to knock it away from Romine, but it was able to roll back to a Bulldog. Railers couldn't grab it, and the foul's whistled on JP.
Yeah, it looked like the Railers had a chance to dive after the basketball and get the ball, but nobody went after it. You don't see that very often.
Dietrich working against Cook over on the far side. Reddick thought about a lefty 3 and instead threw it right into the hands of Will Cook, who kicks it ahead to Aaron Hop. Aaron, can he track it down? Nice job by Aaron. Gets it to Bauer, 17-footer. Left it short.
Yeah.
Ball tipped around, still loose. Picked up by Ebelair. Railers almost need to just settle down.
Well, they're taking a lot of quick shots, really making us play fast. Ebelair for 3 is real short.
Way short again. And then a foul's going to be whistled on Ebelair as Dietrich trips and goes down. With 5 minutes to go, Josh, we talked about them. Seems like they're playing too quick. It's almost like an end of game situation where they're trying to get up as many shots as they can, and they just don't look comfortable.
Well, and Coach always said when you do that, you guys better love to play defense because you're playing defense a lot more. So work the basketball. Seems like whenever we've been able to work the basketball, we've gotten good shots. It's just the Railers, as you said, Jeff, taking really quick shots right now, and maybe not the best shots at that time.
Into the front court, the Bulldogs. Again, just down 3. Joe Kinney, watched by Ebelair near the timeline. Right wing to Rettig. KJ Fry in the contest for the Railers. Dietrich thought about a 3 at the top of the key. Instead pulls up 17 off the glass over Hop is good.
Nice shot, too. Dietrich, the Railers have done a good job on him. 25 on Monday night. Dietrich's done a good job on, we've done a good job on Dietrich, and Mahomet's done a good job for the most part on Gavin.
He has all 6 of their points here in the quarter. Railers looking to extend now just a 1-point lead. Gavin goes in, and a hold's going to be whistled. That's going to go against Joe Kinney for Mahomet. Their first team foul here in the second half. First on Kinney, 4:18 to go in the third. Railers lead is only 1, 28-27. Cook inbounds to Fry. Back over to Cook, back now to KJ. Gavin thought about the 3, didn't drag the pivot foot, goes in strong, wants a contact, won't go down, but he's going to get a foul on the big guy, and I think Romine was trying to take the charge there, Josh, but Gavin did a nice job of turning his shoulder a little bit and putting more of the pressure on Mahomet.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think at one point Romine wanted to go up and block the shot, but Gavin put his shoulder into him and kind of knocked him off balance, and he was not able to jump with Gavin, so Gavin again to the free throw line. He's got to convert here, and it misses the front end again.
First one rolls off, no good. Railers just 1 of 3 tonight from the line.
I think at some point, too, with Gavin, as good a shooter as he is, I think it becomes more mental than anything now. He's got his hands over his head and really aggravated with himself on not making the free throws. He's done good on the second one of 2, but not been able to knock the first one down.
Second one goes down, as Josh said. Now a 2-point lead for Lincoln, 29-27. Halfway through the third quarter, Romine with a spin. Nice move. Little floater is good.
Yeah, that's why University of Texas El Paso likes him. Nice spin move by a 6'10" guy that can shoot like that. So a nice basket there for Romine.
Tied at 29, 3:45 to go, third quarter. Railers in a dogfight here on a Wednesday night. Gavin skips it across to KJ Fry. Stutter step over to Ebelair. Gavin with the fake. He's going to drive the lane with the left hand. Rolls off, no good. Romine with the rebound. And I think you can tell right now Gavin's frustrated.
Yeah, he missed that layup, and that's a layup he's got to make.
Lefty jumper up and good. That is Rettig. And Mahomet right now on a 10-1 run, and with 3:15 to go, they've taken a 2-point lead at 31-29.
Well, we've done a good job of getting to the basket. Gavin got to the basket there, just been unable to make the layups.
Ebelair over to block. Down to 3 minutes to go. KJ will fire off a 3. Off back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Tom Kinney, and the Bulldogs look to extend their 2-point lead. Nice move up and under. Dietrich lays it off the glass, and good. And Lincoln's going to take a timeout. 2:51 to go, 33-29, just a 30-second timeout. Josh, real quick, we want to thank some of our sponsors, Lincoln IGA, Grimaldi Law Office, Timbercrest Veterinary Services, and Bright Idea Screen Printing, bringing you this broadcast. 2:51 to go, Railers down by 4, and the one that made it 31-29 was a nice shot. That one just seemed way too easy defensively.
Again, Gavin didn't hustle back that time, not again, but again, the Railers not getting back on defense, and that's been a thing where the Railers have not been doing this game, and that's not something you normally see out of the Railer basketball team. These guys hustle back at all times. They're always back on defense, and Mahomet-Seymour right now with the momentum and really putting pressure on the Railers.
Hop, Fry, Cook, Ebelair, block for the Railers. Trying to get back in this one, down just 4. 2:45 to go in the third, along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you. Listening to Railer basketball on WLCN Atlanta. Gavin at the high post. Gavin turns, goes up strong, won't go down, and Gavin will go back to the line shooting 2. And so the Railers, Josh, are doing a nice job of getting it to Gavin. Gavin forcing the pressure. It's just getting over this free throw hump.
Yeah, and I think now when you become frustrated at yourself and you're not making layups, you're not making free throws, it becomes that mental part where you're mental block, and Gavin's got to get away from that now. We're going to need him down the stretch in this game.
First one looks good. Gavin gets it to go down 33-30, 2:34 to go in our third quarter. Gavin, as Royce Anderson goes quiet as Gavin hits the second.
All right, Railers, let's get back and get a stop here and a rebound. We got to go on, as the Bulldogs have gone those runs we were talking about, Jeff, the Railers got to get one of themselves right now.
33-31. And then a foul is going to be whistled in the backcourt on the Railers. Lincoln foul whistled against KJ, his first, 4th on the team, 2:25 to go.
Yeah, and that little push there by Fry, and you ought to watch the guy guarding block the whole night, what he's doing to him. So they've got to watch, the referee's got to watch it all over.
One of those inbounds plays, you got to be careful because Romine was all by himself where he could have been open for an alley-oop off the baseline. Dietrich a 3, that's no good. Gavin tracks down the rebound.
Come on, Railers, let's get a good basket here.
Into the front court. Cook picks up his dribble near the timeline, needs some help, gets it over to Hop in the right corner. Aaron around his man in the lane, back out to Fry. Railers work it around the perimeter, 1:50 to go. Gavin calling for the basketball, gets it to KJ. Now to Hop between the circles, better ball movement this time.
Yeah, I'd like to see Hop too, just take his guy to the basket. I think he's much quicker than the guy guarding him, and he's been finishing well around the rim tonight and getting to the basket.
Will with a nice move, spin, KJ, left corner, 3, off. No good. Hop tried to grab the rebound, but it's tipped instead to Reddick. And 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Mahomet up 33-31, 2-point lead over the Railers.
Yeah, I think there's times where Hop can be a little more aggressive going to the hoop. He's definitely quick enough to get to the basket, and he's got to make his mind up and just say, guys, I need to get a basket here, and we need a basket. He's definitely a good athlete to do that.
They try to get it to Romine, 15-footer on the way, spins off, no good. Fight for the rebound, comes down to Kinney. Kinney just pushing people out of the way. That's not going to go. And then a rebounding foul is going to be whistled on, did they get that on Will?
Yeah, we already had the rebound.
I'm not really sure where that one came from. But Will picks up his 3rd foul. And like Josh said, Gavin looked like he had the rebound. And they're calling that a shooting foul after Gavin had the rebound.
Yeah, that was a little strange. The thing was he was over by Mahomet's bench, and I think he heard it from their coach or maybe somebody over in that area and decided he better blow the whistle.
Second free throw up and good for Tom Kinney. So that makes it back to 35-31. Minute to go. Railers down 4 here in the third. Will with a nice move, bumped by Romine. That's no call. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Railers. And again, you look for the consistency, Josh. Not that one call was right or wrong, but if contact on one end's a foul, contact on the other end as well.
Well, and also it looked like Cook kind of tipped it away too.
Well, we'll take that.
Yeah, we'll take it.
That can be inconsistent. I'm fine with that. 45 seconds to go here in the third. Railers need to get a score here because Mahomet will start with the basketball, so you don't want to give up an easy 2 and then have them start with possession in the fourth. 30 seconds to go. Isaiah Bowers, the freshman, back in. He joins Block, Hop, Ebelair, and Cook down to 25 seconds. Bowers at the timeline, now over to Gavin. Boy, I'd like to see him run a play and see if they can fire off a 3 at the end of the quarter.
Yeah,
here.
Maybe get this crowd back into it and get a little momentum on the Railer side.
Top of the key, Ebelair over to Gavin. Underneath the Bowers, kicks it out to Hop, fakes the 3, drives baseline, and a hand check foul is going to be whistled. That's going to go against Tom Kinney. That'll be his 3rd, only the 4th on Mahomet.
Mahomet-Seymour foul on number 11, Tom Kinney, his 3rd.
4.3 to go. See what the Railers can do. They get it out to Gavin. Gavin looks to take his man. Steps in. Jumper on the way. Left it short. And that'll be the end of the third. At the end of 3, Mahomet has the lead. It's the Bulldogs 35, Lincoln 31. Back for the fourth in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Sponsors of Railer Basketball this year include Lincoln Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 5th Street Food Mart, AAA Window Sidings and Doors, and Schneider Chiropractic Center. Thanks to those sponsors and all the others bringing you Railer basketball. Along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you, getting ready to start the fourth quarter of action. And quickly, Mahomet turns it over as the Railers are down 35-31. Josh, they tried to throw it all the way across the angle part of the court and just threw it away. You would think you'd want to take a little bit better care of the basketball.
But we'll take it because we need a little momentum here. We need a couple scores.
Ebelair drives in. They tried to get it to Bowers in the corner. Ball saved in bounds. Nice hustle by Mahomet. Ahead to Reddick for the easy layup over the front of the rim. So now Mahomet giving the Railers a taste of their own medicine, converting defense to offense. Gavin floats back out to Hop. Hop thought about the three. Now back to Ebelair. 7.5 to go. Gavin fakes three, pulls back. Fadeaway is good.
Nice shot by Gavin, and maybe that gets him going. But if they're going to continue to let Dietrich just hang on Gavin while he goes to the basket, then we're going to have a tough time. Gavin's going to have a tough time getting open.
Reddick three is good. Biggest lead of the night for Mahomet at 40-33. We're down to 7 minutes to go. Block over to Ebelair. Works it around to Bowers. Now the left corner to Cook. Hop. Almost dragged that pivot foot. Now to Gavin. Not a lot of movement right now out of the Railer offense, Josh.
No, well, there's some movement, but not any movement toward the basket. It's everything out on the perimeter, and we don't have guys looking to turn the corner or try to get to the basket or do anything going that way.
Will from the right side. Need a three. Got a three.
Now, good penetration by Block. He kicks it in the middle. Coach Al calls that timeout to kind of get a little structure here on the defense, but good penetration by Gavin. Gets the middle of the lane, kicks out to Cook. Cook in the corner for a three, and it's not the offense that's, yes, we only have 36 points, but we've gone a quarter now at least, and we're not stopping Mahomet at all.
Well, take a look at this, Josh. Remember when the third quarter started, Will Cook hit that big three, 5-6 seconds into the quarter, and then Gavin got his first basket. Those were the only two field goals the Railers made the entire third quarter.
Well, I believe it right there for 30 seconds, Jeff. We just passed the ball around the perimeter and we kind of waited to see if Gavin was going to do something when, Ebelair's become unaggressive going to the hoop or looking for a shot, and Hop has not really shown the offense tonight at all. So, these guys, we were kind of worried about this, maybe leaning on Gavin a little too much at times, and we can't do that.
So after the Lincoln timeout, 6:15 to go. Railers trail 40-36. Into the front court is Dietrich, watched by Perry. Lob back on top to Joe Kinney, now to Tom Kinney. Lob inside to Romine, working against Gavin, turns in the lane. Little easy jumper is good.
Yeah, tough to stop that. They can lob it up there and give it to Romine at any time, but we got to have a little more ball pressure, so the pass isn't so easy getting to him.
5:45 to go, high post is Hoppy. Hands over to Will, can he hit two in a row? Yes, he can.
Well, coach has found the hot hand now. Will Cook here with two consecutive threes, but it doesn't matter, too, if the Railers don't get any stops on this end. So Railers got to buckle it up on defense. Jeff, they had 10 turnovers at half, only 13 now for Mahomet, so they've done a good job, a lot better job of holding the ball.
Timeout taken by Mahomet because they were very close, I believe, to a 10 count. And wait a minute, I think it was an inadvertent whistle. The coach said he didn't call a timeout, and the Railers almost had them at a 10 count. So with the inadvertent whistle, the ball is going to be inbounded for Mahomet, and it basically saved them a turnover.
Yeah, you're
and
probably
they're
right.
saved a timeout.
Yeah, that's a strange play, and I know the referee probably heard something as a timeout. He knew it was getting close to the 10-second call. He's probably as embarrassed as anybody, but
my guess would be with the Mahomet fans over there, he was probably yelling. One of the fans was probably yelling as Aaron Hopp reaches in and takes it away. A fan was probably yelling, timeout, wanting it, and that's what he heard.
Or a player. Or
three.
Hit it.
In and out. No good. Romine the rebound.
Yeah, in and out, too, for Cook as he's just hit 2 in a row. Not a bad shot for the Railers. Will, right where he hit most of those, or just the last couple. So it was in and out.
5 minutes to go. Railers down by only 3 now, 42-39. You can feel a little bit more energy here at Roy S. Anderson, and if that 3 from Will had gone down, it would have really gone off.
Yeah, and a good job by Mahomet not forcing anything. They're doing a good job of working the basketball, making the Railers play defense. We've got to suck it up here and get another stop and a big rebound.
Rettig. He and Jordan Perry have had an interesting battle throughout the night. Railer crowd really encouraging this defense. 4.5 to go. And now a timeout is taken. It's a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here again. 4:28 to go in the fourth. Railers trail 42-39. I want to thank again some of our sponsors, including Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Grau Incorporated, and Blades Hair and Nail Salon. Josh, 3-point lead for Mahomet. The Railers' intensity here in the fourth quarter has certainly gotten better. You're just really afraid of the Romine and the Dietrich combination for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, if you're Mahomet, I don't think you do anything but throw it to Romine. The way he's handled the Railers tonight. Jeff? What's he got? 14 points tonight.
14 for Romine, 10 for Dietrich.
And it's not been on very many shots. If I had him, he'd probably touch the ball every single possession. The way he's been able to shoot the basketball from the free throw line or even get it in the post. So you got to be good on the Railers. The Railers have to have good ball pressure and don't let them get it into Romine.
Yeah, Mahomet was a little slow in getting the ball inbound, so the official blew the whistle, put it down, and said, I'm going to start counting. 4:20 to go. Railers still down by 3. Joe Kinney. Over to Tom Kinney. Just playing catch on the right side. Now they swing it around the left side. Into Romine. He turns from 12. Little jump hook is good.
Yeah, tough to stop there. Get it right in the middle and a turn hook to his left shoulder. There's not many people in high school basketball are going to stop that thing.
44-39. Gavin looks to make a move. Kick it out in the corner. Hop will fire with 3. And it spins in and out. Gavin got hammered to the floor on the rebound attempt. Romine goes up for the one-hand jam. Now a 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. 3:40 to go. Railers need points on this possession no matter what they are. Will tries to go to the basket off the glass. Count it, and he is fouled.
Yeah.
Will Cook going to the basket.
But Jeff, plenty of time. Still 3:32. You don't have to force anything. You can still run your offense. We're still getting good shots. We're still aggressive going to the basket as Max Cook goes to the line now to try and convert the 3-point play. But it's got to be on the defensive end.
Free throw, good. 46-42. Will Cook, another nice night. He has 15-9 here in this quarter. Long down court pass, almost stolen away. Nice layup up and good by Reddick as Gavin went for the steal, and Mahomet found an opening in the Railer defense. 48-42. Will Cook another 3, left it short. Rebound comes down to Mahomet. They look ahead to Dietrich. Dietrich, contact by Eviler, and he will go to the line. Dietrich will, shooting to as Eviler fouled him coming from the backside. 3:07 to go here in the fourth. Lincoln trailing 48-42.
Yeah, again, Jeff beat us back. Just a lob pass off one rebound, and they sent somebody flying, and that's the point guard's job on the defense is to get back and protect that basket, and the Railers have not done a good job on that tonight.
Reddick's free throw, well, they finally missed one. We can take that again. Reddick with 13 points. That one is good.
Yeah, still plenty of time. 3:07 left. The Railers just down 7 points, so you can still work your offense. You can still get 2s. There's no desperation time for just all 3s.
49-42, 3 minutes to go. Gavin, 3, top of the key, rolled off the rim, no good. And there's Romine, and that's the danger, Josh. If you've got Gavin shooting 3s, the rebounding possibility for the Railers certainly diminishes.
Well, yeah, there's a little bit of nothing on the offensive rebounds, especially when you've got Romine underneath there. So the Railers have got to convert, and I still think there's plenty of time to get to the basket.
Dietrich with the reverse layup won't go down. Aaron Hopp a big rebound. Railers need to get up court quick. See if they can get a score. In the corner, JP 3 on the way. No good. Hop high for the rebound, but it's Mahomet that comes out of there with it to Dietrich. Dietrich will run into Gavin. Gavin, an offensive foul. Nice job by Gavin stepping in and trying to keep the Railers in this. And Dietrich's not too sure about the call, but that one looked a lot easier to call as a charge than the one in the first half.
Yeah, and again, Jeff, Mahomet had numbers. You know, I think he could have passed it to Romine coming underneath on the fast break because Perry was running with him, and there's a sizable advantage there. So, not a good decision by Mahomet, but the Railers got to get a basket.
Hop for the pull up from about 17. Aaron Hop. Timeout taken by the Railers. 2:13 to go. They're taking time. We'll take it with them. 2:13 left in this one. Railers down 5. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. 2:13 left in the fourth quarter. Along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you. It's a 5-point game. Mahomet-Seymour on top of the Railers. 49-44. And Josh, over the years, the magic number for the Railers has been they hold teams under 50. They usually win. We're real close to that here.
Yeah, 1 point away now, and it's just been things that you're not accustomed to by seeing from the Railers is getting beat back on defense, giving up easy baskets where, usually it's so hard to come by. If you're going to beat the 1-2-2, you can beat it from the middle or you're going to beat it from threes, and they've really beat it under the basket here in the second half, beating the Railers back on defense, and too many easy baskets for Mahomet, and the Railers have struggled at some point to get points.
So after the Lincoln timeout, Railers down to 2 timeouts. So we approach 2 minutes, and Mahomet goes down, ball being tipped out. They're going to say it was last touch by Mahomet, and it's Dietrich who's just completely befuddled at the call, but nice defense by the Railers as Gavin tipped it off of Reddig, and so a turnover with 2:02 gives it back to Lincoln, down just 5.
Yeah, they're going to get Gavin the ball on the point to run some offense here.
Gavin in the corner, back out to Ebelair. Hop top of the key, looks at 3, doesn't take. Gavin's going to drive baseline, goes up strong off the glass, didn't go down. The rebound comes down to Mahomet, and again they look to run off the glass, and it'll go down as Jordan Perry fouled Dietrich going to the basket. Count the 2, he's going to the line. Ever since Mahomet took the lead, Josh, it just seems like it's been that the Railers get a little closer. They just haven't been able to get it tied.
Well, and again, Jeff, we're getting beat back. You know, that it's the point guard's got to get back. The point guard on offense has got to protect the basket here, and we're just continuing to give Mahomet easy chances at the basket. And when you give a good team easy baskets, the layups, it's hard to score.
1:40 to go. Railers down 8. Will Cook a long 3. That's no good. Rebound comes down to Romine, and then a foul is going to be whistled on Ebelair, and that'll be Peyton's 4th. And the Railers will be sending Mahomet to the line where they've been pretty good. They've missed only once tonight. They are 8 of 9.
Yeah, and I think they play in that corn. Aren't they in the Corn Belt?
Yes.
Jeff, they'll you would think they would run away with that conference.
1:35 to go. Free throw on the way. Romine is good. You know, on Monday night, Josh, we talked about Gavin finishing with 27 and how quiet it seemed. Well, you take a look at Romine. He's at 19.
Yeah,
and he just hasn't dominated. He's just done and been nice and consistent.
Whenever he's gotten the ball, he's scored. You know, I don't know. I don't have the total amount of shots he's taken, but it can't be very many on the amount of makes he's had.
Well, Railers are down 9. That's 3 threes. Let's see if we can get the first one here. Minute 25 to go. Ebelair drives in. Jordan Perry, 3 on the way. There's 1.
Still a bunch of time left. 1:16, only down 6, but the Railers, again, you got to get stops here. And again, Mahomet's got numbers, and they're going to get a layup.
Over to Romine, who tries to throw it up off the glass, and Aaron Hopp reaches in and keeps it from being an easy 2. But Romine, who missed a free throw a few moments ago, he's going to go back to the line, shooting 2.
Yeah, good job by Hopp, just hanging on Romine's arm, too. Kept him away from getting the layup plus the free throw, but they're going to send Romine to the line, which he's done a pretty good job tonight.
1:07 to go. Free throw on the way. Rattled off, no good. Too bad it wasn't one in bonus, but he'll get the second. But still, every miss is helping the Railers. Down 6, 53-47.
And again, I think there's plenty of time. 1:07 left. You can still go get twos. We've got time to get back into this thing. We don't need all threes.
Second one, that one goes down. And a timeout's going to be taken by Mahomet-Seymour. They're taking time. Josh, we'll keep it here. 1:07 to go, 54-47. We again want to thank some of our sponsors for Railer basketball, including the folks at St. Clair's Manor, Future Stars and Impact Studios Cheerleading and Tumbling, BB Milling Company, and Lincoln College. It's a 7-point lead, 1:07 to go. Railers with the basketball. You're really in a position where you got to start firing threes.
Yeah, I still think there's time with the way you can foul now, and free throws, and I know they've done a good job from the free throw line, but you've got to stop the clock if you do get scores. So I still think there's time. Unlike anything over a minute, you can still have a chance to get twos, and if they're going to give you a chance to get a basket early, especially now if you're wide open, you got to hopefully you can knock it down. But I still think there's time yet to get to the basket and get a quick two.
67 seconds left in this one. Railers looking to stay perfect. Mahomet-Seymour looking to come in and knock off the home-standing Railers. And credit to Coach Benedict and this Mahomet team, Josh. Gavin's been held to just 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it hasn't been the block night at all for Gavin. He's just not been on. He's missed the layups there. He mishandles the pass.
Over in the corner, Jordan Perry, 3. Left it short. Rebound comes down to Romine, and Jordan reaches in and grabs Romine, and he'll go back to the line. And with it being the 10th team foul, he'll be shooting 2. Mahomet shooting 2 the rest of the night.
Yeah, Perry not had a good shooting night, and especially when Romine is coming at you at 6'10". He's 5'8", so there's a lot to shoot over. But again, you got to think that you're at this point, a minute left to go in the game, only down 7. Gavin Block, it's got to be Gavin Block time. He's got to find a way to get to the basket, and that time he gives the ball up for a 3 to Perry. But you got to expect him to be the man to get you back into it.
Romine hits the first, 55-47, 58 seconds left. Second one, that one good as well. 56-47, it's a 9-point lead. Gavin works against a double team. Get it over to Will Cook. Will's going to drive to the basket. Over in the corner, Jordan Perry fires another high-arcing 3. That one rolls off, no good. Another rebound for Dietrich with 45 seconds to go. And Will reaches in and grabs him as he crosses the timeline. Will picks up his 4th. With 44 seconds to go, Josh, things are looking tough.
Yeah, they've really done a good job. We haven't hit our shots from the outside, and they've done a really good job of rebounding. They've got size, but yeah, they've got their guards are physically strong, and I think that gave Gavin a lot of trouble tonight. I think it was number 3.
Joe Kinney.
Kinney, you're right. Joe Kinney, just strong physical guard that muscled Gavin through the lane whenever he was going to cut. And I think it kind of wore on Gavin, and you could see he was a little frustrated asking the refs to ask to help him out there. But
Ebler to the basket. Good.
I think it just wasn't one of Gavin's stronger nights, and Kinney had a lot to do with that.
Another foul on the Railers in the backcourt. 34 seconds to go, 58-49. And if that one's on Will has fouled out of this one.
Railer foul number 3, Will Cook. That's his 5th.
Offensively, a good night for Will. He finishes with 15. Back at the line is Tom Kinney shooting 2. Bulldogs have certainly done what they needed to from the line. Free throw up and good. Josh, you talked about it. Their stats from the other night was like 28 of 35.
28 of 33.
33, so.
Yeah, you don't want to send these guys to the free throw line, and how many games did last year did the Railers win because of the free throw line, and a lot of that Mahomet-Seymour success tonight was because of the free throw line.
59-49, Ebler to the basket again, kicks it back out. Gavin open for 3, it's on the way, that's no good. Fight for the rebound, Fry's in there trying to grab it. Ebler tried to grab it, but I think he touched it while he was out of bounds. 59-49. 19.4 to go in this one, and this one looks like it's going to go into the win column for the Bulldogs of Mahomet-Seymour. And a foul on Fry.
Yeah, I want to learn experience for the Railers. A team they're very physical, very similar to the Railers, except for Romine inside. He had a great game underneath, but their guards are physical. The Railers are going to see a lot of this year, just stronger, physical, bigger guards that they're going to have to find a way to score. And I think, one of the tougher things for me to watch was how bad the Railers got beat back on defense, and that's Mahomet's offense. So something the Railers definitely have to go back and clean up. And one thing, is nice, I guess, in this tournament, you don't have a lot of time to worry about this loss. You're going to be playing again on Friday night.
Second free throw goes down, 60-49. Gavin fires up a wild three. That won't go down. Loose ball. We're under 10 seconds, under 7 seconds, and another foul whistled on the Railers, sending the Bulldogs back to the line one more time. That foul on Jordan Perry, his fourth.
Foul on number 2, Jordan Perry, his fifth.
No, that's now his fifth. And Josh, we talked about the Railers, Danville not going to the line against Lincoln on Monday night. Mahomet with 21 free throws here, most of them in the second half.
Well, we talked about a big key for the Railers to win, not foul these guys and make them hurt you from the perimeter. And really the Railers didn't do either of that. They put them to the line and they gave up a lot of easy baskets underneath. So, all in all, not what the Railers were expecting, but this is going to be a good Mahomet-Seymour basketball team. I'm not sure what class they're in, if they're 2 or 3A or what they are, but you're gonna see these guys win a lot of basketball games this year.
Three try by Ebelair will not go down, and there's the final buzzer. Our final score: Mahomet 62, Lincoln 49. The Railers drop to 1-1 on the season. Mahomet improves to 2-0. Again, our final score from Lincoln: Mahomet-Seymour 62, Railers 49. We'll be back with our post-game show in just a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. We'll get Coach's thoughts on this one as the Railers fall here tonight. Final score of 62-49. And Coach, thanks for joining us here. It was a tough one for the Railers. Close throughout in the first half, and then we were just talking about this. It seemed that once Mahomet got the lead, they did a real nice job of playing with that lead and stretching it out, and Lincoln could just never get it back tied where they could try and get back over the hump.
Well, they've done a nice job. They're very well coached and disciplined, and they've got a lot of seniors out there with a lot of strength and things, and they did a lot of things, and we just didn't play with the energy that we played Monday night, and we just talked about that you have to be able to do that for us, this group especially, to be successful, and take nothing away from Mahomet. Those kids played hard. Their coach, compliments us on how hard we play. Well, I believe they play a lot harder than what we did anyway tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right, Coach. We were talking about just a minute ago. They played a little bit harder, but I also think you just saw some senior leadership from their guys, some senior savvy. They've been in that situation probably before where they got down early and they just kept to their game plan. They got it into Romine. He was dynamite from I don't know how many shots attempted, not very many, but he almost made every one of them, it seemed like, and they kept to their game plan. And one thing that was frustrating, I guess, watching from here, and I'm sure yourself, they kept beating us down the court, and that doesn't normally happen to the Railers.
Well, they opened up the lead. We were trying to attack, and we got desperate. Our shot selection wasn't good. And one big thing that we just talked about in the locker room, we cannot let the fact of how we're shooting the ball dictate how our game is played. Monday night we shot it really well. We played with a lot of energy. Tonight we didn't shoot it very well, and we kind of had our thoughts about shooting the ball, and that can't be. You're going to miss shots. You're going to have games where you're hot. You're going to have games when you're cold, but you still should be solid at the defensive end. And we didn't do a lot of the things that we really talked about. But 6'10" is going to give us a lot of problems.
Coach, it's you talk about the shooting dictating how the defense went. It did seem that there was a little bit more frustration than what we saw on Monday night. We also saw how important the other players need to be. It wasn't that Gavin didn't get his shots tonight. It's just that when he got them, a lot of them weren't going down, and so the other players needed to step up. And as you said, a tough physical play from the Bulldogs. And as Josh mentioned, we're going to see a lot of this physical play in this conference, and they're going to have to get used to it real quick.
Oh, our league will be probably even worse than this. And, we kind of were begging for calls instead of playing. And, you got to play. You got to play really hard and tough. And, we got out tough tonight. They were much tougher than we were, and you saw the results.
Yeah, and I think that frustrated Gavin quite a bit tonight. Just a stronger guy on him, not near as tall, but he was hanging.
You take a next step to the next level, and they're going to be twice as strong as what these kids are. So, and
he's going to see that all year.
Yeah, and they're going to beat him up, and he's got to be able to do that. And we had some situations that were key. With start of the half, we jumped up 8-2. Start of the second half, we jumped, or should have been 29-21. But you got to do things to every play. This was a possession game, and when you don't take advantage of every possession that you have, you're not going to win. And we're going to be in a lot of possession games.
Coach, as you said, once I think the critical point, as you talked about, is Lincoln came out and got the first 2 field goals very quickly as the start of the third quarter, and then no more field goals the rest of the quarter. Mahomet really forced you into doing a lot of things, as Josh talked about, that you really aren't accustomed to doing.
And no, they were very solid. And like I said, I got to think he's a good coach. He's a Monmouth alum, and so he does. And he had the same teacher I had, and and he does an excellent job. And it's about execution and playing hard. And we have to be more physical and play with a lot more energy every night. We can't take a night off.
Well, too, Coach, and I think we gave up way too many just easy baskets. Those easy ones under the hoop where we got beat back, or we were out of position, or we went for a steal and we didn't get it, and that leads to an easy basket. And when you give up so many easy baskets and layups, a good team's going to convert, and then you're not hitting on the other end. It can snowball pretty fast.
Well, you saw how quick it snowballed, and give them credit. I was impressed with them Monday night, and I was really impressed with them tonight. They took it to us, and they've got a great opportunity here to win the tournament.
Well, good thing you only have one day to think about it, and you're back at it Friday night.
Well, that's what I told them. It's not like you got a week to sulk over this, but you can't sulk over it. You got to come back, because I thought there was times tonight where we were sulking on the floor when things didn't go our way, and that allowed them to have easy scores, and you can't do that.
And Coach, I would imagine after all your years coaching, you'll take the missed shots, you'll take the turnovers. You can't. I can't imagine. It probably just drives you crazy to see the sulking.
What I told the kids is I understand we're not going to win every game, and that's okay with me, but we got to have the effort. And they took it to us, and we were out of position and everything, and we just didn't respond very well. But it's also a team that's pretty inexperienced. We got Gavin that played a lot. Will played some. Peyton played some. But after that, we've got guys on the court that haven't got any varsity experience.
All right, Coach. Quickly, Friday night Centennial here, and they've got some pretty good players, especially there's a freshman they have that's pretty good.
Well, I think their whole team is good, and I think right now, just from the looks that I've had, the 2 best teams have been Centennial and Mahomet-Seymour, and that'll be a pretty good matchup Saturday night. If both of them continue to win, and hopefully we can change things. But one of the things that if you end up in a 3-way tie, we sure don't have a chance at that. You go on free throw percentage, and
they were 18 of 20-something tonight.
18-23.
So I think they pretty well got that locked up.
Yeah, well, I think Centennial shoots free throws pretty well, and I don't even know how many we shot tonight.
5 of 7.
Yeah, well, that's a little better, but and I'm not going to get into it, but we really didn't play, and our guys were looking for excuses, and can't do that.
All right, Coach, we'll let you go. We do wish you and yours a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy tomorrow, and then we'll be right back at it for Friday night, which starts a quick 3 games in 2 days, and we'll see how good the conditioning is, because that'll really tax them coming up this weekend.
Yeah, especially with, trying to find some depth to play, and, Friday night will be a tough one because, they've got some size. Size is going to give us a big issue if we don't want to defend and get into people and so forth. So that's one thing we'll discuss in the morning, and hopefully they'll see what we're talking about.
All right, Coach, and we'll let you go, and we'll see you back here on Friday night.
Okay.
Railers fall tonight 62-49. We'll wrap it up here in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Lincoln Railer Basketball on 96.3 WLCN and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Reps Gym, AAA Windows, Siding and Doors, The Carpet House, Town & Country Bank, Lincoln IGA, Fifth Street Food Mart, Future Stars and Impact Studio Cheerleading and Tumbling, Lincoln Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Rick Ham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Lincoln Printers, Jason Schmidt at Channel Seeds, TCC Verizon Wireless, Timbercrest Veterinary Services, Blades Hair and Nail Salon LLC, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, Grau Incorporated, Schneider Chiropractic, Lincoln College, St. Clair's Manor, BB Milling Company, Eaton Corporation, James Hair Salon, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Bright Idea Screen Printing and Embroidery, Headline Salon LLC, Family Custom Cleaners, Laundry, Tanning, and U-Haul, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, and Dr. Betsy Ulrich, Sugar Creek Orthodontics.